One Pride, what's going on? It's your boy, T. Back at it again with another episode of Talking with T. Let's get into it. Let's get after it, man. The Detroit Lions have placed linebacker Jamie Collins on the trade block. We're going to get into that, and we're going to react to some of the loss against the Packers on Monday Night Football the other day. So let's go.
Yeah.
The whole defense needs to go on the trade block, package them up with a pick while they have some value, and go get you a stud that's going to help develop this rebuild a lot faster, man, because the talent you have right now is not there, and it's going to do you a disservice if you trade Jamie Collins for a 6th or a 7th rounder. Package him up with an early draft pick and go get you a young stud linebacker, or go get you a young stud safety, or go get you a young stud corner. This is what separates the good teams from the bad teams. The bad teams hover around, pick people off waivers, pick people up off of practice squads. That's not how it wins games. Bob Quinn did that for the past 5 years while he was here. That did not do us any justice. So Brad Holmes, learn from his wrongdoings and go get you a stud. Help bolster this rebuild a little bit. Jamie Collins is going to have some value out there. Package him up with a pick and go get you somebody that's going to help bolster this rebuild. That's all I ask. And that's what separates the good teams from the bad teams. Look at the LA Rams. They're not afraid to pull the plug. That's why they are the LA Rams. That's why they got Jalen Ramsey. That's why he's the stud of their defense. That's why they're a top team. That's why they got Matthew Stafford, because they're not afraid to pull the plug, and that's why they're contending every year. Look at the Steelers a couple years ago with Minkah Fitzpatrick. They brought him in, and it consistently makes their defense a top 10 defense. He's creating turnovers for them back there, and their defense is just elite all the time. I get it. They got studs all over the place, but Minkah Fitzpatrick really helped that team turn it around a couple years ago when he arrived. He was getting turnovers left and right. This team on the Lions can barely generate turnovers, let alone tackle. So anyone on that defense right now, Oruwariye, Tracy Walker, Will Harris, any linebacker that could get traded, Julian Okwara, Romeo Okwara, anyone on that defense line that has some value, anybody that wants them and they're willing to give us a stud with a draft pick, I'll take it any day of the week, because this defense is on pace to be as bad as they were last year, if not worse. You guys got to go get you a stud. It's not going to happen developing players. I get it. You have some great coaches on our coaching staff, but you can't want it for the player more than they want it. So it's not going to happen through development. It's not going to happen through the practice squad. It's not going to happen through picking up players off waivers. You have to go make a trade, and that's what separates the good teams from the bad teams, and that's what's going to separate us from rebuilding for years on end to being a contender in a couple years. You got to go get you a stud right now and do it while you can. Now let's break down this Monday Night Football loss the other day. Just a case of missed opportunities, man. You're up 17-14 at halftime. The fans are feeling good. I'm sure you guys are feeling good. Then you come out and you get the Packers in a 3rd down and 12 situation, and we give up a bomb, man. We cannot give up big plays. I told you guys in my pregame video or pregame talk the other day, you got to limit their explosive plays. And that explosive play totally shifted the momentum around of that game. You know what else shifted that whole momentum around? That 4th and 1 play. I love Dan Campbell going for 4th and 1. I will never question him for going on 4th and 1. But I do question the execution of it, man. Goff, why are you staring down Cephas when you have Hockenson wide open on the other side of the field? And we were controlling that line of scrimmage the whole game. Why would we not turn around and hand the ball off to one of the running backs and let them pick up the 1st down? If we got that 1st down, who knows what would have happened at the end of that game. Just like I said, we keep shooting ourselves in the foot with flags, turnovers, and our defense has just got to step it up, man. Flowers and Okora were setting the edge, and Aaron Jones was cutting back up. Where were the linebackers? Oh, there's no Jamie Collins. What do you know? He's not reading his keys. He's lost. He's getting blocked 5 yards down the field. At least I agree with what Dan Campbell said about Anzalone. Anzalone played awful the other day, but he is all over the place. You can't question his effort. Maybe he needs some help. Maybe he's picking up all the slack that Jamie Collins is not doing. Who knows what's going on with that? But maybe if you pair Anzalone with a stud linebacker, he could be a lot better, and he doesn't have to worry about picking up all the BS that Jamie Collins is leaving out there. I don't know, man. This team needs a lot of work on the defensive side of the ball, and I think it happens through a trade, and you got to go get a young stud. And we got to respond against the Ravens on Sunday, which is a lot easier said than done, but you know it's One Pride. I'm always rooting for the Lions. We're going to get better sooner rather than later. Keep the optimism high. This team is going to be fine in Dan Campbell and Brad Holmes' hands. It's your boy T signing out. One Pride always.